What's up, guys? Welcome to Running with the Pack. I'm your boy Cajun. That's Miss Emily on side of me, and
White Claw.
That's Miss Meow next to me, and that's Big Country below me. We have a special guest tonight, coming from the West Coast, the Arizona area. It's gonna be an amazing show. We're gonna get a lot of education from this man. He's
Mr. Mike.
Mr. Mike, how are you? Emily, how's your week going so far?
I gotta figure out who you are. Give me 1 second, Facebook user.
It's a week. It's always a week.
It's got to be Mr. Cole. What's going on, Cole?
But it's almost over.
It is almost over. I have actually been sitting in my house because we're at 30 degrees and it's snow, sleet all week. And when it does that in Texas, Texas shuts down. Country, how has your week been going, my man?
Hey, it's I'm still here, still breathing. Kids are still breathing, healthy. Can't complain. Gotta say, the sickness has been going around like everywhere around us. We just kind of seem to be in that one little tiny spot in the middle where we haven't caught anything yet.
Right.
So we are crossing fingers and knocking on all the wood that we can to it stays like that. So
we're gonna have 2 disclaimers tonight, but the first disclaimer is if Country interrupts Emily tonight, he will get kicked in the balls. That's the first disclaimer.
I never agreed to shit. That is not okay.
That's the first disclaimer for the night. Thank y'all for tuning in tonight.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. So if everybody's having a good time and we got some people on, what's up, Chris? Love you, my brother. Let's go ahead and we're gonna get into this show and we get it kicking.
Let's do it.
Man, I love that intro.
Me too. It's so badass.
So yeah, we have this.
On,
hey, what's up, Ron?
Red?
Miss Emily, who's this brother we got coming on tonight?
So this is a gentleman that I actually met a couple years ago at a pinup pageant and car show.
Oh, just 1 second.
Here we go.
I saw it there and I couldn't help but throw it up.
Oh my God, here we go again.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah.
So anyway, I met this gentleman at a car show and a pinup pageant a couple of years ago, and over the next, these last couple of years, I've kind of watched him grow and watch what he's doing in the community. He started out working in the culinary industry and kind of took it from there and took his love of cooking and cannabis and kind of molded them together. And so he's going to kind of get on and talk to us a little bit about himself and what he does and what he's kind of doing around Arizona and see what he has to say.
Nice.
And there's Chef.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing?
What's going
What's up,
on,
my man?
brother?
How are you?
Just relaxing, enjoying the day. Finishing up the day for lobby week and then doing this now. So
Hell yeah.
I've been on Zoom or on camera all day long.
That's awesome. So go ahead, tell us
a little bit about me. My name is
Yeah.
Chef Turtle in the cannabis community. I'm a cannabis infusion educator or consultant. I have my own business for consulting. I am BBB accredited and I teach out of their facilities out here. I also have a published infusion guidebook that helps simplify all the base recipes for patients. It's available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, Harvard Bookstore, and it's called Chef Turtle's Infusion Guide and Cookbook. with savory and baked recipes.
Oh yeah.
Along with that, I have a culinary show on YouTube called Chef Turtle's Infusion Kitchen. It teaches patients how to put all those base recipes into everyday food so they don't have to eat brownies, cookies. They can actually make something savory or a drink, something like that, so they can eat healthy and get their medicine. I would like to know, in my workshops, I do break down how to properly dose, a lot of information about the endocannabinoid system, different terpenes, so they understand why different strains are affecting them the way they are and how they can get the best medical benefits, different breakdowns of different kinds of infusions, so they understand the difference between a distillate or a full spectrum.
Stash.
Real
quick, Chris, he said that the books are on Amazon right now for like under $10. So
yes, they are.
If you're looking for a book, you can. He said you can get them on Amazon for like under $10. So if you need more info on that, Crown, get with me after the show, or I'm sure we'll be able to throw something on here at some point. But the other thing is, you're talking about a lot about patients and medicines and this and that, and the way that things are done where you live is completely done the way it is here in Ohio. So could you kind of maybe go into that? What are you talking about when you say patients?
So work? I consider any student of mine a patient because they are trying to educate themselves on a natural plant medicine to better redirect aspects of their life. So if they're like myself, chronic pain and things like that, after 2 knee surgeries, I'm well aware of what pain is like. Instead of taking a pain med like Percocet or an Oxycontin prescribed by the pharmaceutical company, cannabis, I'm still able to function, comprehend everything, process everything properly. My motor skills are still there. Unlike with opioids, I didn't have my motor skills, so I was kind of stuck on the couch. So it kind of gave me the freedom to be able to actually advance in my culinary career and now into an educational career to help teach patients about a plant medicine and other avenues instead of just the pharmaceutical aspect.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Oh yeah.
I do also over doing public speaking for education and motivation. Out here in Arizona, I work alongside Tom's Palms and Arizona Normal for nonprofit organizations, helping give back to the community. This actual picture that's up on the screen right now is from a collaboration video we did for Thanksgiving. I smoked 2 turkeys, and the group broke them down, and we were able to give out plates to the homeless for Thanksgiving. Get a lot of the members of this community to pitch in and do different culinary stuff, cooking food, bringing clothes, and donating that kind of stuff. So we usually get a good turnout, and they're all over the valley. I also work with different veterans organizations.
Hello, Mr. Turner, Facebook user.
And I have, I'd say, quiet patients that'll come to me and just want to have some private consulting hours to help figure out why certain things are working and certain things aren't. Because again, everybody's endocannabinoid system is different, so you kind of have to test out what's going to work.
Different types. I mean, there's a lot of different strains out there that you can choose from and learn from and I guess discover with, if you will.
When you're looking at the strains, most people, I like to gear them towards the terpene list. Okay. So if you can figure out what the terpene palette is for the strain, you can understand more of why that strain is affecting you the way it is. So if you're getting high anxiety, you're getting too much of a certain terpene that's giving you that extreme energy boost and all that to make your brain radically. Right. Whereas if you're using something you want a pain reliever, but not something that's going to couch lock you, you're going to want to look at the terpene palette on that strain to make sure it's not for like an insomnia aspect. It's just for mild pain.
Right. Okay. That's awesome. And we were talking before the show started. Not everybody completely understands about 420 friendly or the 420 infusions in the kitchen. How would you start educating somebody that's completely, I guess,
So
infusion for dummies?
On a quick scale, I would start talking about like a CBD cannabinoid, which is a non-psychotropic cannabinoid. And instead of using an ibuprofen consistently throughout the day, every single day, it's going to eat away at your stomach lining, and you're just trying to get some anti-inflammation or a little mild pain relief. Using a CBD isolate, a CBD tincture, a CBD edible, you can actually get, I call it the ibuprofen on steroids with no negative repercussions, because CBD is not going to mess with your stomach lining at all, but you're going to get better anti-inflammation, better mild pain relief. You're going to get a little bit of muscle spasm relief. You'll also get more clarity in stressful situations, so you can think better under duress. You're going to get a little bit of muscle spasm relief and a little anti-anxiety attributes in there, antidepressive. So it's very versatile in that manner. And the best part that I like to point out to folks is with the CBD isolate or a CBD tincture, a solo cannabinoid, for that manner with the CBD, you're not going to have any psychotropic effects from it. It's going to be just as if you were to take an ibuprofen, where you don't get any head effects, you don't get any of that. You're just getting some relief.
Right. Okay. That's awesome. Hell yeah.
Well, you guys met Sig, my dog Sig, a little bit ago, and he had an inflamed back leg for a couple of years, and it was just through talking to people and doing a little bit of research. I mean, he wasn't having any trouble walking. It was just inflamed, and it would, he would sit and lick at it sometimes. And for about a year and a half, I dosed him with a small amount of CBD. That I went to the local store. I mean, it was in the gas station, and I bought it and I tried it, and it worked, and it went down, and he's never had a problem since. I've even thought about something, as a normal regimen, but figured I would keep it since it seemed to effectively, keep it for certain instances. But it's definitely, and he never acted funny. It's not, it was the same as if we had put a Tylenol on a piece of cheese and given it to him. Same effects. And wasn't stumbling around. So
dogs, cats, they all have an endocannabinoid system. You just have to figure out how it's going to be the absorption rate for everybody, and everybody's different. So with that,
you already got somebody wanting you for president. Look at that. You have Turtle for president 2024.
I don't know about that. That's a little. But with the CBD aspect for the dogs, I actually have a recipe on my culinary show on YouTube. CBD tincture for pets.
Okay.
I will.
If anybody's curious on learning how to make it, and I always recommend going to a CBD store, so that way it's actually properly tested. You're getting good quality stuff. So when you do your infusion, everything's on the correct scales of things.
Right. So, exactly what foods do you infuse? Is it just all across the board, just different things?
I do everything from meats, sweets, treats, and drinks on my channel. So it basically gives you as much versatility as you can. I've got a double infused smoked turkey, a triple infused smoked brisket, an infused honey aspect for a ribeye steak that I cooked for all the carnivores out there. And then I've got a vegan chili on a whole nother spectrum that's infused. Okay. And it actually took second place in one of the cannabis cups out here. So I try to be as versatile with food as I can, because everybody has a different kind of a diet that they want to keep themselves on, a different regimen. So this way, with these base products that I teach you how to infuse, and then these recipes that give you ideas, you can implement them into any recipe in your diet in your everyday life.
Do you have anything for keto? Because I know somebody that's on keto right now.
I would have to go through my book, but yes, I do have a couple of things.
That's awesome.
And then again, with the base recipes, you've got butter, oil, heavy cream, honey, sugar, seasonings, flour. So any form of what you're looking for, you can find something in those aspects to put into your regular recipes and use it. And with the flour, it's versatile for gluten-free flour, cake flour, pastry flour, whatever you need. The oils, same concept. As long as it's edible oil and cooking oil, you can infuse it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So I try to make it as simple as possible and as versatile as possible. Chef Turtle's Infusion Kitchen is the name of the channel. And if you look up Chef Turtle 420 on most social media sites, I will pop up right away.
Can you say it one more time? Since Country was.
I'm doing my damn job.
Chef Turtle 420 or Chef Turtle's Infusion Kitchen. Either one, it'll pop up on YouTube and Google and most other social media sites.
Okay. Oh yeah.
I have a quick question because I'm curious.
Yeah.
You say that you talked about an infused brisket that you made.
Yeah.
Okay, said brisket. I have tried edibles, but in the form of like gummies, and I've had brownies and cookies and things of that thing. I've never had meats or actual foods other than like sweet treats that have been infused. What is it? I mean, is it the same process as eating a gummy? Does it just depend on how much is put in there? I mean,
it's going to be very similar to that. The only way to get a full proper dosing on it would be to completely break it down, mix it up evenly, and you're still guesstimating on the absorption rate throughout the entire brisket when you're doing that. So if you were trying to completely properly dose, I would recommend doing an infused barbecue sauce so you can dose correctly with your brisket. This was for an episode for folks that just want to kind of have a relaxed party and they're not going anywhere. Or they could do it extremely lightly to get very mild medical benefits throughout the whole thing and then eat on it throughout the week. And you could get a decent gauge dose, but you wouldn't be exactly on point as if you were to make a barbecue sauce and do it that manner for individual servings. But the reason I say it that way is because you're looking at when you're doing your infusion into it in the cooking process, it's going into the fat molecules that are kind of melting, becoming a liquefied aspect, and then being reabsorbed back into the meat.
Okay.
So I found some more pictures. This is the turkey you were talking about, huh?
One of them, yeah.
Yeah. Country, you're gonna like this one.
Oh, and this one's actually just a regular recipe too that I did for the oven style ribs.
Okay. But you can infuse, well, you would infuse the barbecue sauce on that, right?
Yeah. And if I wanted to get crazy, I would like maybe inject it with a little bit of honey throughout each one that's infused for the final like 30 minutes. So while it's doing a resting period, it would flow through the fat veins and then absorb into the meat. And because it's got the honey aspect, it would be a lot harder for it to drip out. It'll actually attach in there.
Okay. And you do, is that
that's not me, actually. That's my best friend's brittle.
Oh, okay.
Peanut brittle right there. Come on, you got to know what that
is. And it's the best cashew brittle in my opinion out here.
Ruby, if I was,
I'll give her a huge shout out on that.
That looks like pralines to me, but I'm from New Orleans, so
it looks like what? What'd you say?
Pralines.
What the hell is that?
It looks like that, but it's not called.
It's a praline.
It's a praline.
Thank you. Hey, I know what a praline is. I don't know what the hell what you said is.
Praline, asshole.
It's a praline. It's a praline.
It's the accent right there.
Man, we call it Cajunese.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Chris. Fuck off.
Welcome to the family.
Go watch that ribeye episode. Don't and try not to say the same thing.
Welcome to the family, Chef. Chef, this is just how me and Chris play. It's
I get it. It's that brotherly love.
See,
oh yeah,
they fire back at each other. And on back and forth all night long. Eventually, Cajun starts crying. Eventually, Cajun starts crying, and his computer freezes up, and then he acts like his internet's fucked up, and then he's off the show.
Then he runs away. Runs away crying.
I have my Kleenex right here.
Occasion.
Oh my god! Oh,
Wow, I got pretty good at that. I didn't think I was. I got that pretty flowing.
You did that. You did that great. That was a good job. I like it.
Oh, and just in case I fucked up, there he spelled it out for you again. No mercy.
Miss Emily, you got anything for our guest?
Yeah. So for those people that don't 100% understand anything about cannabis, what would you say? So like a lot of people take synthetic medication, right?
Mm-hmm.
To heal whatever ailments they have. Exactly. I know personally, I would much rather put something natural in my body than something synthetic. So what could you possibly say to those people that are like, this isn't, even though it's natural, this doesn't make sense to me? If that does that.
Well, I would kind of use similarities. So a lot of people are aware of the effects of Percocet. The good effects in a sense that it can help with extreme pain relief all the way down to mild pain relief. The down effect is it can get you addicted and it can lead you down a really negative path because of the detox aspect. And it's not healthy for your liver. It's not healthy for your digestive tract. If you take too much of it, it can actually stop your breathing because of the way it affects you in your brain. Now, the comparison on that is you can take an edible just like you would take a pain med, but you're not going to get the same negative attributes from it. You're not going to get, if you end up taking a little too much, you're going to go to sleep, but you're going to wake up again because it's not going to affect that part of your brain that affects your entire respiratory system. It actually leaves that entire area alone in your brain. So if you were to take a little too much, you would go to sleep, maybe get the spins or something, but that's about as bad as it's going to get. And there's a safety net on that too. So if you ended up taking too high of an edible, you could take a CBD tincture and it will help level you out by bringing your endocannabinoid system to a homeostasis. So not only do you have a safety net if you did get too high, but in the case that you didn't have that safety net and you're in the safety of your own home, you could sleep it off and not fear that anything negative is going to happen to you.
Got it.
And you can go from mild all the way to high dose, low dose to high dose. And again, everybody's different with their intake. So like my personal aspect for pain relief, what I would take for my dosage would be anywhere from 20 to 50 milligrams, depending on what I have to do that day. And the more you're running around, the more your adrenaline is going, the less of the psychotropic effects you're really going to feel, and the more of the pain relief benefits and things like that you're going to actually have, because it's going to push everything through your system and that. Now, again, there are always negative aspects that people ask. Well, what if you get too high when you're out and about? Sit in the parking lot and don't go anywhere. Always have a little CBD tincture on hand. It's legal. You can get it anywhere. Just keep it on hand. And if you ever accidentally ate a little too much, a friend didn't tell you the dosage or something, pull over, take that tincture, wait about 20 minutes, and it'll actually level you out to a functioning level, bring you back to homeostasis for your body. It basically regulates your CB1 and CB2 receptors for the absorption rate for the THC and every other cannabinoid. So without that regulation, it can absorb way too much, and that's what can make somebody a little sick, the spins or hot flashes or something like that. But with that CBD attribute added to it, it'll help regulate everything to avoid those kinds of negative attributes you would get.
Okay.
Speaking of hot flashes, so like, have you have you worked with women that are like in menopause and anything like that yet, to where they use that?
I don't know about hot flashes per se, but with different kinds of cramping or things like that, using the creams, whether it's a CBD copper cream or just a regular full hemp full spectrum cream or a full spectrum cream with THC in it, or using an RSO product, rubbing it on the area. If you were to use an RSO, I would recommend putting a little bit of it into your belly button and then putting a Band-Aid over it so nothing can leak out, so it can absorb into those nerve endings. And that would actually help reduce the cramping. It'll help relax the muscles in your stomach. It'll help do a lot for the relief aspects. One thing that most people kind of giggle at, but suppositories are going to be somebody's best friend, especially with a terminal disease that can't eat or smoke anything, because you're going to get 100% of the absorption. You're going to get some of the best medical benefits from it. And you don't have to consume really anything other than the actual suppository through that area. But again, most people giggle at it because it's like, I don't want to do that. But that's going to be 100% absorption. Whereas when you're doing a smoking aspect, you're getting 30% absorption to 35%. When you're doing an edible aspect, you're only getting 30% every hour. So after that 3 hours of digestion is done, you're technically only going to be getting 90% of what you're actually consuming. Using a tincture like a sublingual for your mouth, you will want to make sure you swish it around and hold it in there for up to a minute so it starts the actual absorption aspect. But that's going to be more along the lines of a 70% absorption rate, because you're doing that and then anything left over is getting digested. So you're getting the total throughout the time period, but for the instantaneous or over that first hour, you're getting that full 70% absorption.
Okay.
Interesting.
What's going on in this picture, my man?
So that's actually at the Better Business Bureau. That's right before one of my workshops. They throw my stuff up on the big screen so patients can find me when they come in through the front doors.
That's awesome.
I've actually got a workshop February 10th. Yep, there it is. All the tickets are on Eventbrite under Chef Turtle's Culinary Workshop.
Okay. And you were endorsed by the Better Business Bureau. That's amazing.
Yes, they actually reached out to me and wanted to learn more about me and offered me the being accredited by them.
That's awesome.
So it was definitely a wonderful day that day when I got that phone call.
That's pretty interesting. How come did they ask why they reached out to you?
They were having a lot of people call them up and ask them about me and who I was and if it was legit and this, that, and the other. So one of their Western District leaders reached out to me just to ask a couple more questions. And I think I don't want to say anything factual, but what they had told me was I was the first cannabis educator on the West Coast to have BBB accredited. And then the secretary at the office said she'd never heard of a cannabis company being BBB accredited for education stuff. So it was kind of nice. I don't know if that's true because I haven't really fully looked into that, but
I mean, if you've had that amount of people that are taking the time to call the Better Business Bureau to ask about you, they're obviously interested to a point where, they realize the importance of what they're doing, and that's why they're taking the steps they're taking, such as calling the Better Business Bureau. For them to reach out to you and say, "Hey, let's get you on this," and they checked you out and everything was obviously fine. That's amazing, dude. That's seriously.
It was
amazing.
a blessing. If you're living in an illegal state, move to a legal state or help get behind some of the bills that are passing to help move the actual medical or recreational bills into law that's in your state.
You said you've been doing a lot of lobbying. You've been doing like you said you're on your third week of doing some lobbying around your area, and that's exactly what you can do if you're in a legal state, correct?
Yes, you can participate in the lobby weeks. They have one in the beginning every year. This will be my third year meeting with the senators and representatives, and this year I work alongside with Arizona Normal. So I'm not on the board, but I am an affiliate. I'm associated with them. I've done some culinary catering with them as well.
Okay.
But yeah, this one I'm doing a lot of speaker roles to help with the sealing of records and the licensing laws, along with backing up for the testing laws, getting autism spectrum and PTSD on the qualifications for the medical cards.
Okay.
Just fighting for those kind of aspects. And then I think there's a couple Delta 8 bills on the table about one's restricting everything and one's regulating everything. So
Okay.
and then social equity bill.
As in Delta 8.
Yeah.
See, I don't know much about that. I've never heard many good things about Delta 8 though. I've never taken the time to really research it, so I honestly I couldn't even tell you exactly what it is. I know that is it a synthetic form?
Okay, so we were talking about that earlier, and that term sucks because it is and it isn't.
Okay.
It is an altered cannabinoid. So in my definition, yes, it's a synthetic form because you're having to alter the cannabinoid from one aspect to another. You're basically adding another attribute to it, so that way it turns into a psychotropic cannabinoid, but it's a little less psychotropic than THC, Delta 9.
Okay.
And then you have other ones like Delta 10, you have THCO and different other aspects where they're reverting the CBD cannabinoid into those psychotropic cannabinoids.
Okay.
Some of them are naturally found in the plant, but because it's so small scale, it would cost too much for them to do it. So they can instead of grabbing that one, they can alter it from another plant.
Wow.
If done correctly and properly, it can be safe to use because it has to go through all the regulated testing to make sure there's no chemical additives, to make sure there's no metals, no pesticide, none of that. So it would have to go through all those same testings that your regular distillate carts or your full spectrum carts would go through. So it would, as long as it would come back clean. I don't know if there's enough testing to say if it's technically safe for long term.
Right.
But from everything I've heard and seen, as long as it's clean and everything's viable from the testing and quality, you should be good to go. I have tried it personally myself from a company that I don't think they're around anymore due to the regulated law that they passed or they tried to pass last year when they attacked them. But their stuff was fine. It was less of a head high, more of a focused high.
So Chris, it sounds like you might have got something that wasn't too good there, bud. He thinks it's the devil's drug.
But it's not something I normally would go for. I would prefer something straight from the exact cannabis plant.
He said he held a trophy the wrong way. That was because you ate too many crowns, you dumbass.
But yeah, so I would just do your research on it, and for patients, if they want to put it in and try it out, always go to a quality source. Always make sure where you're getting it from is actually being tested properly. And most CBD stores will have the testing on hand that they can show you for all their products.
That's awesome. Oh yeah. This is just a little bit about. This is just a little bit about what. This is just some of your bio, your 15 years experience in culinary, cooking,
the drive-ins, the sandwich shops. I've worked in multiple kitchens. I went to Phoenix College for Culinary through their program, gaining the Serve Safe certification management aspect, so I could work in any state and run a kitchen. I did get hired at the Mint Cafe 2020 in January, and got to co-write their hotline menu and recipes. And at that point in time, I don't know if there's any other at this point in time either, but at that point in time, they were the only THC infusion cafe in the nation that could legally sell cannabis foods.
Wow.
Like pizzas, hot and ready foods, pizzas, burgers, mac and cheese, all that kind of stuff.
Wow.
I stepped away from there to start educating. I created my consulting business, Chef Turtle's Infusion Consulting LLC, of April 2020. I started doing workshops from home. At this point, we've dropped over 40 episodes now on YouTube. The mass majority are all cooking. I do have some fun episodes. One's with me and Mr. Mostly Mittens. He's a TikTok famous turtle, and I made him lunch with a little cannabis leaf, a little sun leaf. So there's no cannabinoids in it, but there is still nutrients from the plant.
Right.
And then I think I did 100 joint challenge on there, just as a fun little kicker because we couldn't find anything on those. So I tried to be in the fun aspects as well to bring in some other people to watch, just whatever.
Yeah.
But I try to keep it as educational on everything as I can for the channel.
Okay.
Okay. Oh yeah. That's awesome.
And then what really kind of blew my name up in the beginning would be no, it's not any powder, it's sugar. I can't get it there. I infused sugar. So
Infused sugar. Okay.
I started showing people that I could infuse sugar. I took my stuff to one of the testing labs out here, Desert Valley Testing, and actually got everything tested that I was doing in the beginning to make sure that my methods were correct with my gauge losses, my dosing, everything. And that way the methods I'm teaching the patients weren't just BS. They've been tested through laboratories, come back, here's my results, and this is how I got to them. So because my numbers matched up with their numbers, I started fully going with it.
Chris is making sure you're not pulling any Breaking Bad stuff here. So
no, it ain't no Breaking Bad stuff here. And we can actually, let's see if I can get this. Chef Turtle's infused sugar, sativa, mimosa, 20 milligram total full spectrum. Here's the weight and the teaspoon. Now, mind you, I'm showing you this. I do not sell a product. These are just samples that I hand out at different cannabis events to help promote the book.
nice.
And the only thing that you actually sell is the book, and you sell pins and stuff like that.
I sell hat pins, different T-shirts once in a while, mugs, merchandise. And I haven't actually told anybody this, but I will. The main reason that there's labels on this is it's because it's from a batch that I entered into the Earl Cup. And it was just the leftovers that I was handing out as samples. So
No, I mean that's you could do. I mean, for somebody, a patient that like you said, that can't necessarily eat something or smoke something, to be able to, you could do so many things with the sugar. That's so awesome, man. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, I've had people that have had GI tubes and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you can take that sugar, throw it into some hot water, melt it down, and shove it through that GI tube, and they'll get the effects.
Wow. Wow. I've got a scar from a GI tube, so
there's all kinds of ways you could make an infused. I would go that route because you can flush it out a little easier than an oil, but you could use an oil aspect in that manner too.
Right.
There's a couple different methods with those that you could do, but again, that's where suppositories would come into play too. And you're going to get 100% of the absorption rate because of where it is.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Man.
That's awesome. Well, if y'all have anything else to that was a 40 minutes. That's a lot of information. That was a lot of information to fit in 40 minutes.
You should take one of my workshops.
Oh, I bet.
I blow that information out of the water because we go over definitions. We go over every single type of infusion, the boiling points, the times, how to do it. And then we go over terpene breakdowns. We go over cannabinoid lists, proper dosing, gauge loss, and a little extra.
Oh wow, yeah, and that's amazing.
And the mass majority is actually, like you were saying, it's under $10, but it's in the book.
Right.
Let's see, where's that page? That first page. So I mean, you're gonna get all your basic infusions for all your different things. And this will include an actual CBD tincture recipe, which is on my YouTube channel, the RSO recipe, different aspects of that.
There you go.
And right before my favorite part of the book, just so folks can see the terpene. I can't really tell if you can see that, but the terpene aspect, it's all broken down for aroma, benefits, effects, boiling points, what other foods and seasonings they're found in, and the top 10 are strain specific from the East Coast to the West Coast strains. So just to give patients a little extra boost on knowledge with that for the terpenes.
Fuck yeah. That is
So
awesome.
it's not about getting high. It's about medicating and healing the issues you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
was it last year you got to crown somebody?
2 years ago, I think it was.
2 years ago?
2 years.
That's awesome.
Here, wait. I'll show
Where
it.
is it? There it is.
Yeah, that was, I got to say again, that was a huge honor for me. I never thought in my life I would be doing something like that. And it was an amazing event. All the ladies were wonderful. And there was so many different categories. It was wonderful. And I was so blessed to be a part of that.
That's awesome. Hell yeah. That's
And White Claw kicked some butt in that.
White Claw kicks ass everything she
it
does.
seems to be a trend no matter where she goes. So,
Yeah,
You know,
Claw's awesome.
they were talking about how Donald Trump's always turned everything that he's done into fortunes and just great shit. That's Emily in the bearded community and the pinup world. I mean, everything she does, she's a fucking rock star.
Well, I do have a side comb today.
It looks phenomenal on you.
oh, Mr.
Hey, what's up,
Eric, how you
Snoop?
doing?
That's my man right there. That's my dude. Let's see if Eric, you want to come on and talk to Chef Turtle? Let me see.
And if
Eric
anybody out there ever has questions, feel free to reach out. Again, Chef Turtle 420 on any social media platform. Chef Turtle's infusionkitchen.com will get you to my website and get you my email and all that kind of information to reach out that way. I'm very accessible to any patient or person that wants to learn, has a question. It's better to know than to not know. So please feel free to reach out and ask. There's no question that is dumb, because if you don't know the answer, that's why you're asking the question.
Well, you haven't hung out with Country, so don't say that too loud. Me and Country go round and round all day long.
Yeah, we do. All right, what's going on here?
Awesome. I think you said you will be out here on the 10th.
Yes, he did. He did say that in the comments.
If you wanted to, if you were able to go to the workshop, if you had time, it's between 2 and 3 p.m. on Friday, February 10th. The tickets again are on Eventbrite under Chef Turtle's Culinary. What do I have it under? Chef Turtle's Culinary Workshop. And if you don't remember that, just reach out and I can send you the link immediately.
He won't remember that.
Yeah, he's such a jerk. He didn't even tell me he was coming into my own city.
But yes, I will definitely sign that book for you, brother. And thank you so much for the support. I truly appreciate it. And if you have questions before you get in town, reach out and ask them.
Hey, Chris,
Chef, can you
get 2 of those books, brother? I'll pick.
I don't normally do caterings, but I can get you somebody that will cater for you. That would be phenomenal.
Chef, can you autograph the book for Chris and just put "fuck you" in it? Just do that for me. Hey,
what up, bro? How you been?
Been good, Turtle. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Cannabis Awards, I think, was the last time we hung out in OKC.
In Oklahoma. Yeah.
I'll be back out there June 2nd and 3rd. I'll be a keynote speaker at the Imperious Cannabis Business Expo.
Well, we'll have to link up, my friend.
Oh, definitely. If you need to get in there, let me know.
I'll probably be there. I'm trying to get involved in the community out here as much as I was in Arizona.
I know, we
That's
miss
good to
you.
hear.
I miss Arizona right now. It is a balmy 20 degrees right now.
I don't know. It's like 60 and I'm freezing right now.
Yeah, she's
I've
got
been
freaking.
freezing. I've been freezing since I had to shave too. Like it's horrible.
Yeah, but you killing the stash, brother. You killing the stash.
I'm trying. I miss the chops more than I miss my beard. I would go back to chops.
You're not watching TV then.
Well, can you do chops until you have another training course where you have to, or you can't do it at all?
I have to wear a full face respirator every day at work. So no, can't do that. And the money's too good to pass it. So
Oh,
Right,
God, do
make
we
that
really
make
have to?
God, here we go. Now the fun starts.
Here we go.
Now the fun starts.
Where is he? Do you see him? Can you
I don't
see
see
him?
him.
He's got that fucking McDonald's Wi-Fi I used to have.
probably better than Texas.
He's so fucking stupid. He's so stupid. God.
That's great.
Dumb.
What?
What's going on, Chris? Good evening,
What's up,
bro.
man?
How are
I'm trying to
you?
be like Kicthen.
Chef Turtle's got a bandana on too, dummy.
No, that's my skull
No,
cap.
he doesn't. He's got the chef hat on.
Yeah, he always has that on.
And I'm the dummy.
Love coming out of
Well,
Indiana
different
right now.
occasions.
I have my other hat there. It was in the car, and I didn't want to slip and fall. They already have 19 injuries in Texas from slips.
Hey, Kicthen.
He didn't want to be number 20.
I didn't want to be number 20. If I don't say anything, then he can't say fuck you.
Fuck you.
And that was crayons. Tell him bye.
Where'd crayons go? Oh,
I can come back on.
He can just come back on. It's his fucking network.
So simple.
So
Don't start kicking. Don't be a bully, Cajun.
Stop
No,
being
I'm not,
mean,
just-
Asian.
So, how many crayons did you eat today?
That's like asking
Yes.
how much wood does a woodchuck chuck?
Turtle, he does eat them. He really eats them. I'm not bullshitting you. He does eat them.
Put him down. Quit it. You nasty son of a bitch.
Wicked.
Why?
They're all organic.
That can't be healthy for you.
they're all organic.
Look, non-toxic.
It
We're good.
doesn't mean eat it though.
We're good.
We're good.
They won't kill me, so we're good.
Yeah, exactly. Non-toxic just means you won't die.
Wow.
Exactly.
But hey, just because it says it on a sticker doesn't mean that's actually true.
Fact.
You just said you didn't. You just said you didn't believe his sticker on his sugar packet.
That's
I
what he
didn't
made
say
that sticker.
anything.
Can you infuse some crayons for him, Turtle?
Oh, it could be done.
Ooh, that would.
You
I
can
didn't think
infuse
about
the base aspect, but I don't know why you would want to.
I think we
You're
should
very
talk about
welcome,
it.
bro. Thank you.
Yukon.
What's up, Yukon?
Look at that. See, they're coming.
I love that dude.
They know where the party's at.
I love the pictures from Yukon from You Matter. He looked like God. Now I
Hacksaw
just
Jim
drew.
Duggan.
Yeah, thank you, country. Jeez, I was drawing a blank. I was doing my inner country, drawing a
He
blank.
even had the mouth going and every like the. I mean,
That's
he,
the whole-
he
yeah.
fucking killed it. He killed it. It was great.
Where's Jen at?
Who?
Yeah, there she
There
is.
she is.
She's always right next to me.
There
She don't
it
go
is.
far.
There it is.
She doesn't go far.
No.
I mean, we do not work for us, so we're young.
Keep her nearby. My good luck charm.
You two are so disgustingly cute.
I sense like jealousy.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Emily hates February.
I fucking hate this month.
We're gonna send Emily a Valentine.
You should see all the horrible Valentine's bullshit.
For
we have
anybody
on
that
our
wants to go in on a strippergram for Emily, you know,
If anybody wants to send
PayPal
Emily,
Cajun.
please send me all Valentine's cards, and I will get them all to Emily. She needs as many Valentine's cards as possible.
I'll post.
I
the
will
address
burn
on
that
my,
box
I'll post
to
the
the
address on
ground.
my Facebook page.
We will
She's
send
gonna
you chocolates and
chocolates, anything.
Fair.
Chef Turtle, please send Emily some infused Valentine's candies.
yo, Chef Turtle's sending out stuff, you know, like
Hey, yeah, Chef Turtle, thank you for
Hi. He's like, damn, Caden. I see you're putting everybody on the spot now, Cajun.
No, everybody's gonna send Emily Valentine's stuff.
Yes.
No.
We're send her a barbie
Yes.
card.
Fucking Skunky wants to send her a strippergram.
Strippergram.
I think she'd
okay.
enjoy it at
Valentine's?
least, you know, like
Strippergram in the form of a fireman. Yes.
policeman or fireman, she'd be happy.
He can sit right here. He can sit on the couch.
What are you looking to eat now, Crown? You just keep aimlessly looking around at your back wall.
Oh, what is that? Oh, what
That
is
is
that?
pretty.
Oh,
is
that
pretty.
is. I don't want that. Why the hell did I do that?
What?
I was trying to make Chris go blow up.
You're an idiot.
Here, this is how you do it. Or not, never mind.
I would say, let's see you do it now.
I can't. I just messed up my whole screen. I don't know what the hell to do now.
Jason
There it
fucking
goes. All right. I'm back.
No,
Asian, stop it.
I didn't do that. You did.
I didn't do anything. My fingers are up, bud.
I dumped them over
I
there.
think
in
Cajun had a
the
big
corner.
head, but damn.
What in the hell is going on?
Chris was doing that stupid shit.
I didn't even think about Chris having access to it. Now I know what's going on. All right.
Chef's like, what in the fuck? Chef Turtle, this
I'm
is all the
having
time. This is all the time with these doofuses. And then this Emily's just stuck in the middle of it all.
That
Oh,
sounds
she's
like
part of the
all
trouble. Don't.
groups out here.
Listen, she sits on the floor. She's
Hey,
not
Skunky,
the
if you
brightest
keep
one
looking,
either.
if you keep looking hard enough, you'll be able to see her eventually. You're looking right up at her. I don't know if that's what you're trying to do. She'll pop through eventually.
If anybody needs to send donations, please send them in care of Emily to get a sofa and a desk.
I have a sofa and I have a desk, but you know,
Coffee table and floor work so much better.
I can't.
I didn't do anything.
Your other left.
Look, ooh. What's going on, Mr. John?
Hey, what up, Bouffant?
on, brother?
Bouffant.
Did Boo fart?
What up,
Is that what that is?
Buffon.
I think
Bouffant.
Bouffant's saying, Bouffant, are you farting or are you shooting the
He's
bird?
No, he's
farting.
blowing
He
smoke.
did 3 little tubes
No,
on the way out.
those are. I know what those are. Those are clouds. And I know what
Oh,
kind of
that
clouds
is
they are.
definitely that's a Bouffant
I know
cloud.
what kind of clouds
Yes.
they are.
Yeah, that's a Bouffant cloud. Yes.
I feel like it's like the Brady Bunch.
Are you talking?
We need one more row of 3 to be the Brady Bunch.
Who do we got?
Wait, touch it. Let me touch your beard.
Oh, this is great.
Bitch, you
Somebody
have to
thinks
touch
this is,
it.
who thinks this is a shit show?
You were not the fucking host of this shit show. Go back down.
Who is that?
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that comment?
I'm finding out right now. I think. No, I don't know. You're gonna have to announce yourself. Who thinks this is a shit show?
You're welcome.
Dun, dun.
That's fine. Next order
Fucking
of
Quentin.
business.
You want to know who said? You want to know who said this is a shit show?
Yes. Oh, that's Quentin. It is Quentin. Okay. Well, Mr. Quentin said this is a shit show. Quentin.
Fuck Quentin too.
Quentin should be here. He should be here. He should really be here because this is the place to be. So.
You're making me motion sick.
Yeah, I don't.
God damn it, Chris! Stop. What is wrong? Get him out of here.
I'm back.
Shit, can I block him?
No. Yes, they are, Yukon. Yes, they are. Unscripted shit shows are definitely the best.
It just shows having a good time.
Q.
I see 6 people smiling right now, and I'm sure 6 more at home that are smiling. So, mission accomplished over here.
Listen, I made Cajun upset, so I'm happy.
There you go.
He's not.
Why do
even
you sound?
human.
Why do you
Huh?
sound like? What is the echo?
Echo.
Talking about furniture, you need furniture.
I don't think
Echo
he's
in your-
talking into his microphone.
Who?
His light up LED microphone.
He got really excited way too fast for that.
He's been waiting.
Once again, Chris, you needed to be like me, huh?
Cajun. My internet service has always worked. So you're trying to be like me right now.
I had to fucking switch
Agent's on that
services.
Texas plan, you know.
Hey, we do need to just mention that really quick that this is the first show in a long time that Cajun hasn't had any problems, and it's pretty freaking nice not to see
I
him
know.
majority of the time.
Yay, Cajun.
Second. Last week I was on.
Well, either way, it's been too many times that we've
I
seen
literally changed my service. I'm not with
I've seen you stuck like
I'm not with Spectrum anymore.
Yeah, look.
It was better than country last week going like this.
Huh?
there he is. Now he's on.
I just sent you an invite, Q.
I think you went to go answer it. He's like, I hear you knocking, but you can't come in.
All right, so who's the other 2 for the Brady Bunch then?
You gotta unmute your mic there, dickbag.
Unmute your mic. I can't do it for you. There you go.
There it goes. What up? I'm not gonna help you, Kate. You're on your own.
Goodbye.
What
Oh,
is he doing?
Chris is fucking taking Q off and putting himself back on.
I am the button pusher.
I'm so sick right now.
Not on this show. You're not.
Oh, wait.
There's too much moving around. Oh,
I like
Oh my god. Y'all are crazy.
So what we're doing.
We're
Look
just
at
gonna
each
stare
other
at each
for
other. We're just gonna stare at each other.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Where'd he go?
Andy's gone.
That was it. We got 59 good minutes out of him, and that was it. He said he's done. That's all we're getting.
I'll remove
I'm
him. I
right
got
here.
you. Cajun, where you at?
I'm right here, fucker.
I thought he was frozen.
No, I'm
We
not.
can't
I
hear
was
you.
just there.
We don't see you.
Cajun.
Where are you?
Cajun, where are you?
You're
Your
right
screen's there.
I'm here.
I'm back.
Hey.
Oh man, he's back. I didn't kick him out. He kicked himself out. I brought him back.
I kicked myself out.
No bear.
All right, y'all stay there. Thank y'all for running with the pack and the shit show afterwards. Turtle, thank you for coming on. Thank you so much for coming on. Please stay. Don't go nowhere. Chris, you can go the fuck away, but Turtle, please stay.
If you're gonna stay, Chris, put that fucking crayon away, please. It's kind of creepy.
Please.
Yeah,
put all the crayons.
Don't touch your crayons that way.
I'm Cajun.
We're pulling out.
White Claw, Country. I love y'all.
Okay.
We running with the pack. We're out. I love y'all. Tune in next week. Another badass show. Oh, fucking Pez. Another shit show, I'm sure. I love y'all.
Have a good night, good week. We will see you next week.